there's so much drama with the new Descendants movie and the cast, and I'm like so here for it, even though I know that's terrible of me to say. But it is a Disney Channel tradition, I guess, to have a love triangle. Good morning, besties. I am back. We are back. Good morning and hello and welcome. If you're new, if you're not new, I have no idea where I'm going with this. But anyway, good morning. It is August, the first week of August, which means Leo season, birthday season for me. But also it is the greatest time to kind of refresh, reset of what you want out of the next half of the year, but also what you want from a year from now. And because it is winter in Australia, what do I want for summertime? So what I'm doing especially today is kind of rebranding. I've already started at the end of last week, where I thought of what way can I enhance my videography business. And if you've been on this channel before, you know that I've got a freelancing photography and videography business where I film events and film sport content. And so I thought, how can I amplify doing content for sports especially? I know events, it's like a one-off here and there, but I want regular work, especially as a freelancer. So I've come up with a content package for businesses in the sport industry for their clubs or their teams, where they will get a whole month's worth of content with only a week of filming, which is good for me because that way I can keep working on the mail club, I can keep working on my short films, which is exciting. I've got some news coming up, but I cannot talk about it just yet. But what you guys should do as like a cozy recap is kind of reflect on what the past couple of months have been for you, and then to really hone in on what you specifically want. And for me, it is documentary type of work. So I really focused on that word documentary and kind of enhanced it to a bigger scope. And that would be for my freelancing business, but also the mail club stuff, as well as YouTube and my Instagram. So if you've followed me, you will notice a massive change into my Instagram profile. And that is, I am documenting everything pretty much depending on the day. So I have set out a week of different fun aspects, like Whimsical Wednesday or Trope Tuesday, a Sweet Treat Sunday, where I can use those words and kind of come up with something inspired for the day, and then to film it or to just add some posts, even if it's on Canva and it's like my favorite tropes of this week or something like that, or my favorite films to watch during Summerween. Because right now it is winter, but it's also very sunny, so it kind of incorporates both summer and Halloween, and it's like the most perfect time, I think, to actually watch these not so spooky, well, not so scary, spooky, cozy Halloween movies, which I did the other day. I watched The Haunted Mansion. I watched both of the Haunted Mansions, the first one with Eddie Murphy and then the remake inspired by the Disney Park Haunted Mansion. And for some reason, I like scared myself, so I had to stop watching it and I watched it the next day. Don't come at me. I know it's not that scary because I've seen worse. Like, I like watching Paranormal Activity and The Conjuring. I like that stuff, but for some reason watching it this late at night, it was only 8:30. It was only 8:30 and I couldn't do it for some reason. It was so much more spookier and scarier than the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion. I watched that one so easily. It was great. I think because it was heavily real and production was heavily practical, that I didn't feel as scared. But because the Haunted Mansion remake is, a lot of it is very CGI with the paranormal moments, that it kind of spooked me even more. I think I maybe I just wasn't ready to watch something like that, because I even wanted something cozy and spooky, and the CGI I think just took me out of it. But it's a good movie in itself, like the plot twist close to the end. Not doing so well with the Mail Club. If you watch my previous video, you'll know I have not done very well at all with my Mail Club. It is pretty much has failed completely. But I want to keep doing it because it's for me, really. The whole premise and the why I started the Mail Club was for me to write these cozy stories, because I've got them all in my head and no outlet for it. And this is my way of having that outlet, and then to incorporate the short films as well as short stories to interconnect them. And it's an idea I've had in my mind for like a while, and I couldn't figure out what the outlet was. And then I started the Mail Club, and so it is for me, but I would love to have a community of people that really love cozy small town stories, either romance or mysteries, because I've incorporated both. At the moment, I've written 2 heavily romance ones, but I do have a mystery, a whimsical, magical kind of stories on its own that I feel like is a broader scope of what small town cozy stories can be. And I'm very excited to start making the short films that join with these stories, so they interconnect and play with each other, which is my ultimate goal for starting this Mail Club. Here is what my Patreon looks like for now. So I mainly just have the story. Hello? Is it not going? I mainly just have the stories. And so you can see on my post, a lot of it is just the stories and some little other inserts. But what I'm going to start doing is adding more of, you know, the product placement, but also where is it? Yeah, product placement, and also some more Instagram content on here, as well as, see, even this, I probably should have added my video of Mooncliff Hollow, which is just a cliff I got from Wollongong. And so I've got this for like my little content for Instagram to just show what you get in the Mail Club. But as you can see, it only has the bookmarks, the landscape, and a movie poster. I definitely need to showcase more. I do have the other pages, so a little insight of what's happening for the next story and more of description of what is included. But again, see, there's only a few stuff. I'm gonna actually add characters. Originally, I didn't want to add characters because, so when I do the short films and the short stories, I didn't know if I would find the actors that have those characteristics from the characters I've written and included in the Mail Club. But again, looking at the competitors, it's very clear that a lot of people really appreciate having the characters' aesthetics in the Mail Club, so like little posters. So I'm gonna still do the movie posters because that's incorporated in the whole. See, I don't know. Can I just ask you guys, what would you want to see from a small town? Because I've decided I'm actually adding a newsletter, like a proper newsletter of what's in Berrywood, what's happening, about the next story, about the characters we've already seen, kind of an update on where they're at. But I feel like there needs to be more things, unless each month I kind of change it up. Instead of like a movie poster, do a flyer for maybe like Melody's flyer, where she is hosting something, because she's like our event planner of Berrywood. So maybe I could, actually, that's probably a good idea now that I thought about it. I might add like a flyer for maybe an event coming up that Melody's hosting, or maybe like a picture of, I forgot her name. The owner of the flower shop cafe. Was it a flower shop cafe, or was it just a flower shop that she just hosted Mother's Day event? I can't remember what I've written now. But maybe I should do something like that, like a quick picture of something to do with one of the characters, like the owner of the florist. Maybe she's creatively came up with a new bouquet for the wedding season, and having a picture of like an advertisement for her new bouquet during the wedding season. Okay, I can do something like that. I love these creative ideas. The only problem is, do I have time to actually do them? We'll see. We'll see if I can actually find time to do all of the stuff I've got in my head. But again, big picture. Need to bring it back down to this month. Just focus on this month. Quickly, before I show you the characters, I've actually decided, because this particular story is about a wedding. Well, she's a runaway bride, so it opens up with the wedding and her running from it. But I thought it would be fun to include an invitation to all of the joiners for the Mail Club. So like all of you residents of the Mail Club, you will receive an invitation to this wedding that doesn't happen because she runs away. And I think that's such a fun little insert. So that's Luca. I know it says Lucas, but it's Luca. That's what he looks like. And I'll show you Jane and May. I was playing around with like aesthetics and with the characters, but I think this just looks too like regal, and that's not what Berrywood is. And so thinking about what this whole Mail Club is, it is very much the small town, cozy, cutesy. And so I thought these like small town romance book covers is kind of more of the aesthetic I'm going for when it comes to like the imagery of creating these characters and creating the Berrywood products is very kind of cartoony, because it is all fictional. And so that's where I've got my inspiration from. So I can show you here we've got Honey with her camera under the lemon tree. If you've read that story, you'll know about the lemon tree. It is very cute. And so I've played around with the previous characters. Yeah, this one's the new one, and I don't like it. I have to change it. Paige and Bailey is last month's story, July's story. Anyway, so yeah, I was playing around with some of these. Again, Luca and Melody. This one's my favorite so far. It is exactly how I picture them. And so I really want that cozy, cute book cover on these. Oh my god, Jane and May are so cute. This one is August. There you go. Here's a little preview of what August looks like. That's Brody and Isabel. So that is very much the beginning of this rebrand. And now I should show you the newspaper article. Oh, it's so cute. Here we go. Oh, here we go. That's the Berry Gazette. So I've included kind of a picture, a sneak peek of what the next story would be, a description here, some like info, and then I've included movies and series that inspired this month's story, as well as the books. And so you also have, which as we were just discussing, the upcoming events I've added there. I'm gonna add like horoscope and know your fortune by one of the town psychics in that, so she has her little area there. And then I need to think of something else to include, but yeah, that's kind of a start of what it'll be. And these will be printed on one page, double-sided, so then I can fold it in with the other product.